What it do, baby? Welcome back to the TMS Takes podcast, episode 5.
My name is Tyler.
I'm Mason.
And I'm Steele.
Today we are hopping back into the NBA realm. Not much going on.
Nothing going on at all.
Team USA started practicing, but that's not.
De'Aaron Fox is out of the team because Landry Shamet backed out or something like that.
Yeah, it's a good acquisition. It's pretty dead right now in the NBA season, not gonna lie.
This is the worst time of the NBA season. From late July. Well, no, late July there's still some signings. Oh yeah, Vince Carter signed with the Hawks, by the way, for his last season. The last of the season. Very well sore.
Yeah, true.
No, but from the beginning of August to I don't know, until training camp starts. Even then, sometimes not training camp. You know what I mean? This is really the most boring time of the NBA season. But we're going to do one more show because I think next week we're going to do NFL for preseason. Is that right?
Yeah.
That's what I thought. Okay.
After next week, we might just go on a little NFL rule because unless something
major in the NBA
drastic happens in the NBA, yeah.
Which I don't see happening.
Pretty dead. I'm excited. The time this podcast goes up, Kyler Murray will be playing in his first game.
Oh, yeah, it's Kyler Murray's birthday the day we're recording this, actually.
Yeah, happy birthday to the
Happy birthday, Kyler Cole Murray. Is that actually his middle name? Is that actually Cole?
Yeah.
Dude, that picture was so funny.
So, yeah, we're going to hop into our topic for episode 5. We're doing the top 10 players that are 25 or younger. So if you're 26, you didn't make the cut. Looking at you, AD.
If you were 27, you're out. If you're 28, no way. If you were 29, you can't be on this list. If you were 28, don't even think about it. 30, no sir. 31, no ma'am. 32, I don't think so. 33, yes. No way, Jose. No, why would we do 40? It's 25 and below.
25, yes sir.
25, yeah. 34, no sir. 36, no ma'am.
Quit flexing or counting. It's awful.
I can count pretty high.
You counted. We went from 34 to 36.
No, did you not? I think I went from 31 to 36. Did I really?
No, 34 to 36.
Did I forget 35?
Oh my gosh.
35? I don't think so, buddy.
Oh my gosh. Okay, we're
25, 24,
23,
22, 21, 20, 19. Even if you're 18, like Seko Doumbia. Unless he had a list, so. I mean, he didn't, but.
Unless you put him on, which I'll be concerned about.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Don't underestimate me. I mean, I didn't, but I can count. You just heard me count.
Okay, we're just gonna hop into. We're just gonna hop into. So we're gonna be doing 10 down.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Let me go with the counting again.
Yeah. Guys who just passed third grade, don't.
Actually, I'm a senior in high school.
I'm gonna start off with my number 10. I got Pascal Siakam.
Oh shoot!
He just made the cut. He's 25. What he did this year, I mean, he was a second option on the championship roster. He was a great piece for that Raptors team.
That's a W.
Kawhi deserves a lot of the credit, but I do think you have to you have to acknowledge that Pascal played really good in the playoffs.
Oh man, he played great.
Most improved player. He took an elite jump this year. I think he could be even better next year. Pascal, that game 1, he played amazing. That really set the tone for the entire series, which is really just made the Raptors that much better.
That's facts.
Yeah, so I got the Pascal Siakam at 10.
P-Man, as I'm going to start calling him. Yeah, my number 10 is Pascal too. You basically said it, P Daddy. He basically said everything I was going to say about Pascal. Something I do want to add, though. I'm calling it right now. Today's August 7th, 2019. Wednesday, August 7th, 2019. Pascal Siakam is going to be a elite superstar. I really, truly believe that. I think he's a fantastic player. Like you said, second best player on a championship team. Hands down, in my opinion, the best player on the Raptors right now. Obviously don't think he's going to take him back to the championship unless he unless he becomes the new Kawhi, which I don't see happening this season at least. I mean, can't tell the future, but my number 10 my 10th best player under the age of 25 in the NBA is Pascal. You basically said everything I was going to say, Mason.
Boys, we 3-4-3. I like to say this
Really?
a lot because I
Wow.
also got Pascal at number 10. It's pretty much the same thing. Most improved player. He proved himself on the championship roster. He's looking pretty great if I do say so myself, and it's only up for him. So.
What you do?
So yes,
We all got Pascal 10.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, I think he's too good not to leave him on the list. I mean,
Oh yeah, absolutely.
there's some other good guys that didn't make it, like a Jamal Murray, but I don't think Murray's hit his full ceiling yet. But
That's why I was surprised he got such a big extension. Is because I don't think he's reached his. I mean, he definitely, obviously, hasn't reached his.
I think
peak
he's
yet.
gonna be I think he's gonna be a top 7 point guard in this league at some point in his career.
Oh, I do too.
He has that offensive skill, but he didn't make the cut just because Pascal he's a proven winner. He just like what you did last season for a championship team. It's like really hard to leave him off the list.
I would have Jamal Murray somewhere between 10 and 15.
Yeah, he definitely deserves the credit too. Shout out Jamal Murray.
Number 9.
Number 9, I'm gonna go with Luka Doncic.
Oh wow.
So I think after this year, he's gonna be debatably top 5, just because this guy is literally gonna be the next face of the league, not the face of the franchise, the face of the entire NBA. When you average 21.7 rebounds and 6 assists in your rookie year, you just know that you got the next superstar. I mean, there's not many holes in his game. He can dribble amazing. He can shoot well. He can play make. He can rebound. He's a pretty good defender. I mean, the only thing I see that like he might struggle with is like winning. But now that he got Kristaps back, you got a decent team around you. I think they could slide into the 8th seed. I think Luka really proved that he is going to be the next superstar in this league.
Imagine if the Mavericks got Kemba. Kemba was one of the guys they were going after.
That'd be insane.
That would be crazy. Luka, Kristaps, that would be wild. Luka, Kristaps, and Kemba at point. That'd be, oh my lord.
I'm just excited to see Luka and Kristaps next year. That's going to be a really fun team to watch, I feel like.
Yeah, is Kristaps missing any of this season? Because he obviously missed the last
season. He could have played this year, but he didn't want to risk anything, and also the whole Knicks situation.
Yeah, that's facts.
So he should be good to go.
I did not have Luka on this list. I think Luka just misses the cut. Oof. Yeah, as of right now, he's not in my top 10 NBA players under 25. Eventually, I think he's going to be. I would not be surprised if at one point we're talking about Luka being a top 15 player in the league. I think Luka has insane potential. We saw what he did this season, but for me, he just did not make the cut. He's definitely, from my opinion, he's anywhere from 20 to 10, could be 15 to 10, somewhere in there. But my ninth best player, my ninth best player, NBA player under the age of 25, is Donovan Mitchell. I'm sure you guys have him on your list somewhere. Yep. The Spider-Man. I mean, there's not much to say about him. He's an electric player, amazing team player, amazing leader, talent up the wazoo. Isn't that a saying? Don't people say that, up the wazoo?
I mean,
maybe if you're 60.
I'm not 60. I don't golf. I'm not 60.
Hey, what? Hey,
I said what I said.
Golf.
I said what I said. No, okay. No, he's an electrifying player. I mean, there's not really much to say about Donovan Mitchell. Like I said, he's a great team leader, and I do think he had a bit of an overrated season. I think he could have been a lot better. Not enough people were talking about how much he kind of dropped down from his rookie season, but I think he'll be right back to being a great player next season. So yeah, as of right now, I think Donovan Mitchell's the ninth best player under the age of 25.
I can totally agree with that. However, I believe someone is at number 9, and that number 9 is De'Aaron Fox for me. He's almost basically like Donovan Mitchell. Like, he's a great leader. He's really fast. He can score. He can pass. He can shoot. But in terms of between them two, I feel like Donovan Mitchell is better. But De'Aaron Fox is only improving from here.
Mm-hmm.
Same with all these dudes, honestly. So, yeah, De'Aaron Fox is my number 9.
So I think that's where our list changes, because I don't have De'Aaron Fox making it, but I didn't either. Honestly, I could put De'Aaron Fox anywhere from 8 to 12. He's it's really close between those guys. He's a great player.
I had
Um,
Pascal and De'Aaron fighting for number 10. I was going with De'Aaron, and then last second I changed it to Pascal because I think they're right. I think they're neck and neck. I think De'Aaron easily could have made the top 10, but I just had him just slightly out of it.
Yeah, I could definitely see De'Aaron. The only reason I just put Pascal over him is just because I like Pascal. They have kind of the similar stats and all that kind of stuff. But Pascal is like a proven winner, but you can't really knock that against De'Aaron Fox because he didn't have a championship team like Pascal.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
So it's pretty neck and neck for them.
Mhm.
So hopping into
Ocho.
number 8, I'm gonna go steal Tyler's guy, Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell,
Pause.
he's a superstar player. I think he needs to improve on the playmaking side if they ever want to win a championship. Just because if he's going to be your main ball handler, I know they got Mike Conley, but he's aging.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You're going to need Donovan Mitchell to be more of a playmaker. I think Donovan Mitchell's a great player. I have some other guards in front of him, and I'll get into that after this
I
by
do too.
reasoning why. But yeah, Donovan Mitchell. I mean, 24 points per game. There's nothing to hate on this guy. He's a great team guy. He never once said anything bad about his teammates. He beat the Thunder in his rookie year, which is incredible. Yeah, so he's definitely top 10 for me. Number 8.
I mean, yeah, even Kyle Korver, like after his media availability was over, he stopped the media and said, "Just, I mean, I think this was. I want to say this was after. I think this was after they lost. What? Okay, when did the Jazz lose? They made the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
When did I can't? When did they? I can't. I'm blanking. When did they lose? I honestly can't remember.
They lost the first round, I'm pretty sure.
First round to who? Houston. They lost Houston in the first round. That's right.
Yeah.
The Jazz were the
2
5
years
seed.
in a
Houston
row,
was the 4
baby.
seed. That's
Yeah.
no, but I think after Kyle Korver's media availability, when that season was over, I think I'm pretty sure he pulled the media aside and basically just said how great of a leader Donovan Mitchell was. How for his age, he's never seen anything like Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell as a player and Donovan Mitchell as a person. So I mean that just goes a long way just to show how much of a leader, how much of a team guy, and how great of a guy Donovan Mitchell is. My number 8, I'm sure you guys are gonna have him on the list. Well, there was a toss up between 8 and 7 for this guy. My number 8 is D'Angelo Russell. I think D'Angelo Russell is the 8th best player. Is the 8th best player under the age of 25. I mean we saw what he did in Brooklyn last season. He 100% led that team. It was great to see. Yeah, we saw what he did in Brooklyn last season. He put up great numbers on a playoff team. He was the leader of that playoff team. It kind of sucked to see how his time in Brooklyn ended. But obviously Brooklyn did what would make them contend for a championship right now. I mean, yeah, there's not much to say about D'Angelo Russell. Puts up great numbers, great team leader, great team player, insane talent. Ball handling is, in my opinion, pretty underrated. He can shoot. I mean, there's not much to say about D'Angelo Russell. Right now, I have D'Angelo Russell as the 8th best player under the age of 25.
D'Angelo Russell is a very exciting player. I just wish he would have went to the Suns and not Golden State. But we won't talk about that.
That would have been nice.
That would have been very nice. My number 8 on my top 10. I'm pretty sure Mason said him, but I got Luka Doncic. Yeah. It's pretty much the same reasons as Mason said. You know, he's a very nice shooter. He can pass the ball. He can play. He can play pretty much 1 through 3, maybe 4. But you know, they got Kristaps.
Mavs played him at 4 for a little bit. He did pretty good.
Did they really? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
at the beginning of the season.
Oh dang! So yeah, he can play 1 through 4. He's a great role player. He's gonna be. He probably will be the leader of this team as years go on.
Yeah, no, I'm sure he will.
He definitely next year, if we do this, he'll be top 5 for sure. Just right now, it's just because rookie, he needs the experience. So
Right.
8 for me is Luka.
Yeah, no, and I totally see putting him in the top 10. But for me, like as of right now, there was these players that I liked more. I do think Luka is anywhere from 10 to 15. So I totally see that why you would have him on the list.
Yeah.
I mean, Luka came into the league and just looked like a veteran off the gate. I mean, I don't think there was one moment in this season where he had a rookie slump, which I thought was the most impressive to me because usually, rookies like Lonzo, De'Aaron Fox, they have their rookie slumps, but I didn't see that from Luka, which I thought was impressive. He carries himself like a veteran. He used to play overseas, so I think there's nothing but up from here for Luka. It's crazy how what his ceiling can be.
Oh yeah.
And something we got to keep an eye on, which is something we see quite often in the NBA. Actually, we saw it with Donovan Mitchell this season in his sophomore season, is the sophomore slump that we see more in the NBA than any other sport. I'm not sure the reason behind it. Maybe just when rookies come into the league, defenders don't have you figured out, or just other players don't have you figured out. Then after a year, they start to understand you. I don't know. But the sophomore slump is something that we see a lot in the NBA. So we'll see if it hits Luka. We'll see if it hits Trey. We'll see if it hits any of these young guys. But yeah.
You got to remember the other way around, the sophomore jump like De'Aaron Fox.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a double-edged sword. I think that's the saying. They either go up or they go down when you're from your rookie year. Like De'Aaron Fox went up, Donovan Mitchell went down. So we'll see what happens with these young guys.
All the old man sayings coming out today.
I know. I don't know what's happening.
Okay.
Gonna go to Western Skies and play in the golf club or play on the golf course.
Gonna hop into number 7. Tyler talked about this guy. I got D'Angelo Russell.
That's a W.
Like everything Tyler said. D'Lo, he's been through adversity his entire career. I mean,
man.
The Lakers didn't want him. They traded him for Lonzo. The Nets ended up not wanting to get him back instead of getting Kyrie. He has a chip on his shoulder, and he's not the player that says he has a chip on his shoulder and doesn't do anything. He has a chip on his shoulder, and he proves that he's a great player. One of the candidates for most improved player this year.
I think he was second. I believe.
Yeah, he was second behind Pascal.
That's right. Yeah.
He led his team to the playoffs. That's this season was just really fun to watch from D'Angelo Russell because you could tell that all the work he's been putting in finally paid off. He finally got the credit he deserved, and I'm really happy for D'Lo. So I have him at 7.
Yeah, I'm really happy for D'Lo. I'm happy he's finally on a championship team. Obviously he's got that backcourt now with Steph and D'Lo. That's gonna be an insane backcourt. That team's gonna be really fun to watch. My 7th best player under the age of 25 is Devin Booker. This was a guy I was really close to having him switch to D'Angelo Russell. They're really good friends off the court. In real life too. Yeah, my number 7 is Devin Booker. I believe he's a little bit underlooked because of the team he's on. I think he could be second, third best player on a contending team. Great leader. He said a couple things about the Suns. Like he said he doesn't know how much more he can miss the playoffs. He doesn't know how much longer he can go with missing the playoffs. Which I don't think that's really a bash on the Suns. If anything, he's using it for motivation. I don't think he's going to request a trade in the near future, like a lot of people do. If the Suns don't turn this around, I feel like, in my opinion, I think D-Book's gonna be gonna want to be a Sun for life. It could be like a Blake Griffin situation where it's just better for both sides if they just move on. Great all around player. Like I said, it could be a second or third best player on a contending team. Not much you can really say about Devin Booker. Works hard. Yeah, my 7th best player under the age of 25 is Devin Booker.
Devin Booker, I really hope he does not go to a different team.
I don't think he'll
look good. I don't think he'll look good in like a different jersey, to be honest. Like
that'd be weird.
I can only see him in a Suns jersey.
But
my 7th player, I'm gonna have to agree with you here, Tyler. My 7th player is Devin
Booker.
Sir. I agree with almost everything you said. He's underlooked because of the team he's on. I don't think that comment is meaning he's going to leave. I really hope they turn this thing around. They got Ricky Rubio now, so they can focus. Ayton can feast more on offense because he's got a passer now. Finally, a good point guard. And we already know Devin Booker. He's a lights out shooter. His defense is subpar, but he makes up with it for this scoring. So 7 for me is D-Book.
Mm-hmm.
Now, number 6, I've been waiting to talk about this all day because I've nonstop been seeing it all over Twitter. all over Instagram. I have Devin Booker at 6.
Oh,
I'm not
yeah,
gonna
you haven't said him yet.
I'm not gonna explain anything about his game. Well, I am in a little bit, but you guys mostly went over it. I'm just gonna debunk this Donovan Mitchell is better than Devin Booker thing because it's getting out of hand. I'm tired of seeing it.
Oof.
Let's compare them. Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell scoring. Devin Booker rebounding. They're the same. I mean, they get like 4 rebounds a game. Playmaking easily Devin Booker.
Yeah.
Defense. This is what makes me mad the most. I see, Donovan Mitchell's a better defender. Okay, he's a better defender by a little bit, a smudge bit. That doesn't make him a better player than Devin Booker. Like, I don't understand. And then it's like, Donovan Mitchell can lead his team. Do you see Donovan Mitchell's team compared to Devin Booker's? Donovan Mitchell has a 2-time Defensive Player of the Year. Some of the best role players in the league. Who's Devin Booker playing with? Troy Daniels. Who's
Actually,
Troy
he's a Laker.
Daniels?
Actually, he's the Laker now.
Yeah, he's a Laker now, but he's a bum. No
Yeah.
offense. No offense, Troy.
Yeah, Troy, if you're listening.
Troy
no,
Dan.
He's playing with a young team, a rookie team. I
Said
need to
Troy
stop
Dan.
seeing this. Devin
Troy
Booker is
Dan.
a better player than Donovan Mitchell. I'm not going to go on D'Lo because I think you can make the argument that D'Lo's better. It's really neck and neck. But
Yeah, exactly.
the Booker and Mitchell, the Mitchell is better than Booker thing has got to stop right now. I'm tired of seeing it. He's not better, like, at all.
I thought it was just me. I've seen that everywhere too. That's a discussion that really kind of came out of nowhere.
It's just annoying because I'm tired of seeing like Donovan Mitchell's a better. He can lead his team. It's like, you guys, does Devin Booker have some of the best role players in the league and a Defensive Player of the Year? No, he's playing with a rookie DeAndre Ayton and some okay role players. Like, it's getting out of hand. I just had to put my foot down.
Ricky Rubio was a really good addition though. That was a really good addition. That team's going to be a lot more interesting with Ricky Rubio. They got a solid passer now.
Yeah, I just had to get that off my chest because
Man, you snapped.
It's been bugging me.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. Like, I mean, when I was putting this list together, it really wasn't an issue. I was easily going to put Devin Booker over Donovan Mitchell. I totally agree. I think Devin Booker is better than Donovan Mitchell. But the D'Lo and Devin Booker is where it got close for me. This debate really kind of came out of nowhere. And just like Mason, I'm surprised it even is. Actually, you know, I'm not surprised. I'm disappointed. I'm not surprised. I'm disappointed that this is a debate and that people are still overlooking Devin Booker. Devin Booker is amazing. Okay, he's dropped 70,
Man,
and he's dropped 70 in his career, and he's under the age of 25. I don't think no one on this list on my list has done that. Devin Booker is one of those. Is it underlooked or overlooked? I think it's underlooked, right?
Underlooked.
I'm pretty sure it's underlooked. Devin Booker is the most underlooked player in the NBA, and it's just because of the team he's on. I do agree with Mason. I'm not disappointed. I'm not surprised, but I am disappointed that this debate arose. My sixth best player under the age of 25 in the NBA might be kind of a shock, maybe, because injuries. But it's Kristaps Porzingis. I think Kristaps Porzingis is the sixth best player under the age of 25 in the NBA.
I think I'm still on cap.
Yeah.
Let me look at my cap real quick.
Before the injury, I mean, sure, he's been out for a year and a half now due to injury, but I really don't see Kristaps. I think Kristaps might take a little bit of a dip from what he was before, but that'll take him from a great player into a pretty good player. And that's even if he does take a dip. I think Kristaps before the injury was amazing. And it's an ACL injury. It's nothing. That's nothing to mess around with. But I think Kristaps is going to come back to around the same form as he was before. He's on a much better team now, which is going to make him look a lot better. I mean, there's not much to say about him besides I think the injury has a lot of people overlooking him, I think it's overlooking. I think I said it wrong. Either overlooking or underlooking him. The injury has a lot of people either over or underlooking him. My sixth best player under the age of 25 is Kristaps. He's 24. I didn't know he was 24.
I didn't know either. Well, this is where it's going to get interesting because my number 6 is someone you guys apparently just bashed on. My number 6 is Donovan Mitchell.
Wait, where was Devin Booker?
Where's my cap?
Devin Booker was 7. I have Donovan Mitchell over
Craig,
Devin
stop
Booker. Because shut up, let me talk. I have Donovan Mitchell over Devin Booker. Devin Booker, listen, these two are both like very similar players. So like, I believe Donovan Mitchell is semi more athletic. He's a better defender, obviously, but it's by like Mason said, a smudge, but it still is. He's still a better defender. Um, I just feel like he's kind of a better leader than Devin Booker. But I understand what the team Devin Booker has. I'm sure if they flip teams, I'd easily say possibly, I don't know, maybe that Devin Booker was better. But I like
That'd be
Donovan
weird.
Mitchell better. So my 6 is Donovan Mitchell. I feel like
All
he's
right.
proved more. He's won playoff games.
He has.
So I feel like he's proved more so far. But I mean, these two are like this close. So, but I had to put Donovan over him
All
just
right.
with playoff experience.
We have a little disagreement, but that's what happens.
I respect that steal. I'm not gonna get on your dome. However, I am gonna hop on Tyler's dome.
Oh,
Tyler.
Is it about Kristaps?
Yes.
Yeah.
Tyler.
Yes, sir.
Kristaps, before his injury, don't get me wrong, he's a great player, but I think even if he didn't get injured, I'd still take Booker, Mitchell, D'Lo over him just because
Yeah.
they've played better, they've proven more. Kristaps, I mean, he had his best year, but I mean, it was not top 6 worthy. I don't think so. And then you add in the injuries, he hasn't played in a year and a half.
Right.
I don't know. I think I got to put a cap for this one, bro.
And I did have Devin Booker and Kristaps Porzingis pretty close when it came to 6 and 7. I almost moved Devin Booker up to 6 and dropped Porzingis down to 7. I really thought Kristaps was a great player before the injury. We'll see what the injury does to him. Yeah, missing a year and a half. Even I think you guys said earlier in the show, it didn't have to be as long as it was. He just thought it was best to sit out a little bit more. I think that's also gonna help him a lot. Yeah, so I have Kristaps number 6, but I could definitely move him down.
Don't get me wrong, I love me some unicorn daddy, but we just gotta.
We did it! Oh yeah, we were trying to make that in every episode. We did it.
Yeah,
Unicorn
you just
daddy.
might need to chill with the caps. So we're gonna hop into our number 5. I'm gonna go with Kit Kat, Karl Anthony Towns.
Kit Kat.
I think Karl Anthony Towns gets too much hate for no reason. I don't understand it. It's kind of messed up. Jimmy Butler got traded to the Timberwolves, screamed at Karl Anthony Towns, calling him a bum, smashed his girl and dipped.
Dude, that's crazy.
I think Cat didn't deserve that. I think that should have been at Wiggins because I think Cat was probably the best player on that Timberwolves team. So I don't really know what Jimmy Butler's talking about. Cat is a 25 and like 15 guy, which is incredible. He wasn't the best defender coming to the league, but he's like pretty good now. I mean, he's proven himself that he can put in the work, and it showed this year because of his defense. And I think Cat is one of the best big men in the league, and he's just going to keep getting better. They need to add more talent around him. I think that starts by trading Wiggins.
Facts.
But
Absolutely.
I just think Cat just gets a lot of hate for no reason, just because the Jimmy Butler thing. Even though I think he is a very talented player, so that's why I have him at number 5.
Yeah, I have number 5 as Cat with Cat too. I'm not going to go into too much detail because you pretty much said everything I was going to say. I do want to talk a little bit more about his situation in Minnesota. He said it himself. I think he came out recently and said he wants to stay in Minnesota for a long, long time. I do see that happening. I don't see Cat as the type of player to leave in free agency. I expect either. No, I think that he's either gonna be traded if the Timberwolves can't get any better, and the Timberwolves like a Blake Griffin situation. I think I used that earlier with Devin Booker. I think it could be like a Blake Griffin situation where the two sides just believe that it's best to just go their separate ways. But yeah, Cat wants to be in Minnesota for a long time. I think his only way of winning in Minnesota is, like you said, trading for Wiggins. This draft class coming up, as long as everyone's a one and done in the NBA, or excuse me, in college, this draft class coming up should be a good one. So maybe trade Wiggins for, I don't know, maybe if they could get a first round pick out of him. I don't know if they can. I don't know, but yeah, I think the only way that he wins in Minnesota is if they trade Wiggins. It kind of sucks that they missed out on D'Lo, because I think this team would be a playoff team if they had D'Lo, Cat, and yeah. So my number 5 is Cat too.
I like these reoccurring 3-for-3s here, boys. My number 5 is also Cat. It's pretty much the same thing you guys said. You know, he's a nasty big man. He's got a pretty good jumper. He's got a great defense.
Top three center.
Top 3 center. This is probably true. Yes.
Top 5 at least.
He can pass the ball pretty well. I'm not gonna lie. He's not like no Nikola. Yeah. But he's still good, and you know, with Wiggins, you know, kind of being a little slacker, Cat is definitely the anchor of this team. So, you know, and he's proven to be a great leader too. So, being the anchor of this Minnesota team, Cat is my number 5.
Wait a minute. I think Steele said anchor.
Did you hear him say anchor?
I think I said anchor.
That reminds me of something.
Y'all know the drill. Let's just roll it.
Yeah, just do it. Oh.
Damn, for our top 4.
Okay, I'm ready whenever you guys are.
Yeah, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back. That quick ad put some bread in our pockets.
Thanks, Anchor. Dude, you're not supposed to say that.
Well, we know it's facts.
Yeah, no, it's
not much bread. Maybe a couple crumbs, but you know, we're trying.
Hey, that's more crumbs than we would have had before.
It's facts. I'm gonna hop into our top 4.
Quattro.
I think you guys might have this guy at 4, but I think this is gonna be a hot take from all of us. I thought I was gonna be the only one that had him top 4. I have Benjamin Simmons.
That's a massive W.
I don't see it as a hot take in my opinion. I just think,
absolutely not.
Like, trust me, I like getting on his head too about like he can't shoot threes, rookie of the year, all the memes. Those are funny, but at the end of the day, he's a fantastic basketball player.
He really is.
16 points per game when he only drives in. He's been working on his jumper. I think he can shoot. He just doesn't have the confidence. One of the best rebounders in the league, one of the best playmakers in the league, a great defender. He can play 1 through 4, even maybe the center if you really wanted to run small ball like a Draymond Green type player. He can guard 1 through 4. I mean, the only hole in his game is his jump shot. If he gets a jump shot, it's over for the league. That
really
Sixers team is going to be insane. Even without the jump shot, Ben Simmons is a great player. You look at guys like Russell Westbrook who don't have the best jumper, and they're still very successful in the league. So I think I like the memes, I like clowning on him, but overall, you have to admit he's a great player.
Yeah, I think he generates one of the biggest he's one of the biggest meme players in the NBA. Just because he can't shoot, because of the rookie of the year thing, like you said. Yeah, my number 4 is Benjamin Simmons too, or Ben Simmons, as a lot more people call him. I'm not going to touch on much because you said everything I was going to say. But I am gonna touch more on the fact that he's still top 4 best players under the age of 25. Probably a top 25 player in the NBA, I'd say. Right? I think he's a top 25 player in the NBA.
For sure.
Maybe top 20, but for sure top 25. And that's without a jump shot. And that's very similar to someone I'm sure we're going to talk about later on. Goes by the name with the last name, has the first initial of his last name is the letter A. But yeah, no, he's a top 25 player in the NBA. Yeah, you got it. he's a top 25 player in the NBA without a jump shot. So imagine if he gets a jump shot, it's over for the league. Yeah, my 4th best player under the age of 25 is Ben Simmons.
Yes, boys, another 3-for-3. My number 4 is also Ben Simmons. I honestly, back to his rookie season, I'm not gonna do like the quote unquote because you know I'm not really gonna meme this dude anymore. But back when I was looking at it, I thought Donovan Mitchell should have won Rookie of the Year. But however, when I look back at it like recently, I honestly think Ben Simmons was the clear winner. And he only got better from there, which is insane. Plus, he doesn't even have a 3 or a jumper for that much. So like in a league where the 3-pointer is like a key to winning games now, it's insane how he's very successful and like a very scary player. He can play 1 through 4, as we already know. he's a pretty good defender. He's really quick, very athletic. So my number 4, Ben Simmons.
Benjamin Simmons.
Hop into our
I feel like
top 3.
I feel like our top 3 is going to be the same.
Yeah. My number 3, I'm gonna go the Joker.
Yeah.
He's a great rebounder, great scorer, best passing big man. Could be of all time at some point.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He led his team to the playoffs. The only reason I don't have him over of course the next guy Embiid is just because he's not as good of a scorer as Embiid, and his stamina and his defense definitely are two big holes in his game. He's still a great player, but I definitely think he needs to, probably get in better shape just because he, like at the fourth quarter, just looks like he's gassed.
Hands a gummy bear.
Yeah, dude is Pillsbury Dough's boy.
Did you just say he's the Pillsbury Doughboy?
Yeah, but he's definitely a top 3 center, top 5. He definitely proved himself this year. I could see him having an MVP caliber season if he keeps it up. It could be a triple double a year kind of guy, if
Absolutely.
anything. But yeah, Jokic at 3.
Yeah, my number 3 is Jokic too. I was kind of close because I think Jokic is fantastic. I think Jokic is the second best center in the league. Because I'm pretty sure AD got moved back to power forward, and they're gonna run JaVale or DeMarcus at center on the Lakers. I think if that is true, then yeah, I think Jokic is the second best center. If AD still is a center, I think he's third best center. Yeah, you basically said everything. One of the best passing big men of all time. Could one day go down as the best passing big man of all time. Guard like abilities and a big body. Could be an MVP caliber player. I mean, yeah, you basically said everything I was going to say. Great player, best player on a playoff team in the Nuggets. I obviously have high hopes for the Nuggets. I think the Nuggets, obviously, I think the Nuggets will be the first seed in the West. But yeah, I think that Jokic is a great player. I think he's on a great team. So yeah, Jokic is my third best player under the age of 25 in the NBA.
Another 3 for 3. I think it's another 3 for 3 because my third best player is also Jokic. I'm gonna, because you guys already touched on what he's good at. I'm gonna go at one of his weaknesses as to why he's not probably 2 over Embiid, and it's just his speed. I mean, I've talked about it before. This man's got 25 speed in 2K. Like I'd bump
he does
25. No, not for real, but like I would.
Oh my
I would
God.
put it down there.
I thought you were being serious.
No, but no, he's still, he's an athletic person, but like,
yeah, I know.
At the same time, he's just super slow, and it could be just because he's a bigger dude, but everything else about his game, his passing is insane. He can shoot, which is really good. His defense is really good too, and he's a big body. So
yeah,
going to paint against him, it's pretty much a no go. Unless you're a certain some 2 above the list, but other than that, it's pretty much a no go. So 3, Jokic.
Yeah, I think him and Embiid are really close. In my eyes, he's kind of like a slower and obviously bigger Embiid, but bigger, wide, and not tall. But no, and I love Jokic. There's nothing against Jokic.
The food in Denver is amazing.
I guess so. I've only been there once, and it was normal, but I guess so.
Dude, the IHOP there is amazing. Trust me.
I haven't been to IHOP in like 4 years. Anyways. Yeah,
4
I
years.
haven't. It's been a long time, bro. It's been a long time. But their chicken fried steak, holy. No, but yeah, like I said, Jokic is like a slower Embiid. And that's why I have him just a little bit, like the word Mason used earlier, a smidge, or did you say smudge? I think you said smudge. Just a smidge underneath Embiid. So yeah, my third best player in the leagues, and Nikola Jokic, just like the rest of us.
Number 2, I think we all know who this is. It's gonna be
obviously Giannis.
The guy who's teammates with Benjamin. Embiid. I think he's the best center in the league if AD is playing power forward,
which I think he is.
Yeah. So Embiid is the best center, I think, unanimously amongst everyone. I mean, it's kind of just a common knowledge thought at this point. He's the reincarnation of Hakeem. I mean, this dude's post moves are insane. His knees are the reincarnation of Derrick Rose.
Yo. Hello, excuse me.
That's the only hole in his game is that he can't play games.
That's crazy.
Go
off.
No, I'm joking,
Good
but
Lord.
he's Embiid's he's a funny guy. He trolls people on Twitter. I mean, he's a fan favorite. How could you really hate him unless you're
Yeah.
like, I don't even know who would hate him. Maybe a Celtics fan. Yeah, but
What's Jared Dudley?
Jared Dudley, yeah. But I mean, Embiid, I mean, there's nothing bad about his game. He's one of the best scorers in the league, one of the best
Yeah.
rebounders, a pretty decent passer for his size, I'd say.
Right.
One of the top defenders in the league. He finished like 2 or something in Defensive Player of the Year votings. He's the leader on his team. He led them to the playoffs. So yeah, I think the only hole in his game is that he can't play games.
That's crazy. He said it again. Yeah, no, my second best player under the age of 25 in the National Basketball Association is Joel Embiid. Again, like Mason said everything I was going to say. Great player, a faster Jokic, great passer, great defender, great scorer, great rebounder. Yeah, he's injury prone. I don't know about injury prone, but he dealt with injuries a lot early in his career. Yeah, he's injury prone. I was trying to make it sound better. He's injury prone. I mean, yeah, there's nothing much I can really say about Joel Embiid. So yeah, Joel Embiid's the second best player under the age of 25.
I'm loving the 3 for 3s.
Yeah,
because my number 2 is also Joel Embiid.
that's 3 in a row.
Absolute monster. Yes, 3. Oh gosh, don't. I'm not even gonna try.
It's actually 4 in a row.
Oh, it is. Oh shoot.
Did you wait? Steele, did you say Cat?
Yeah, I did say Cat. Oh,
4 3 for 3s in a row.
Dang. Okay. Anyway,
Looking like Curry out here.
Facts. Anyways, I'm not gonna go too much into it because you guys already. He's an explosive player. He's a monster rebounder. He can get to the line too. It's almost. I wouldn't say almost, but it's close to James Harden status getting to the line. But James Harden's just a cheat code. Yeah, I think the only thing hurting his game is games. He just needs to play games, like Mason said.
You said it too. Just keep on saying it.
I mean, it's facts.
No, it is facts. It is facts. It's just
We're gonna go hop into our last number 1. I'm sure we all the same guy.
It's DeMarco Murray.
Okay, well, that's the wrong sport.
Wait, what?
In all seriousness, our unanimous number 1 is Lonzo Ball. Lonzo is one of the better point guard defenders, one of the best playmakers, a great scorer, best 3-point shooter in the league. No, I'm just kidding.
Wait, you are?
Yeah.
Dude, wait.
I'm a huge Lonzo fan, but I can't do this to myself.
Okay. All right, let me just change.
No more jokes. We got Giannis, Antetokounmpo, Alphabet, whatever you want to call him.
We should have kept going.
EFG, HIJK, LMNOP guy.
Should have kept going with the Lonzo thing. That would have been funny.
He improved his shot. He can dunk.
He can
dunk. That's an inside joke. He can dunk very well. He's one of the better playmakers, one of the better rebounders, top 3 defensive player of the year, leader of the number 1 seed in the league, the reigning MVP. There's nothing really bad about his game. I mean, honestly, he develops a jumper. It's an over for the league.
If he doesn't develop, that's what's terrifying.
If he doesn't develop a jumper, he's still an amazing player. He's going to be a top 5 player or the best player in the league for a long time. But yeah, it's just crazy to think how young he is too. 24, I believe. That is terrifying.
So. Yeah.
So it's not even like he barely made the cut. Like he had another year to go, which is crazy to think about.
Yeah,
But Lonzo Ball's coming for that number 1 title.
Oh my God, yeah. If Lonzo wasn't hurt this season, he could easily be top 1, and he's not even 1, which is crazy. Yeah, no, I 100% agree. Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player under the age of 25 in the NBA. Top 6 player for sure, maybe top 5. If he's not top 5, then he's the 6th best player in the NBA. Again, you said everything I was going to say. Great leader for his team. Never says anything bad about the Bucks. He's never going to leave the Bucks. I mean, the only downside of his game is that he's not a great shooter, but like Mason said, his jump shot's getting there. He did a lot better with his jump shot. Great passer, great defender. I think he was second, I want to say, in Defensive Player of the Year race behind Rudy
Top
Gobert.
3.
He was top 3 for sure. I believe he was second. Not 100% sure about
I
that.
think it was Gobert, Giannis, Embiid.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the
Something
full.
like
I don't know. I don't know the full list. But yeah, I mean, the only downside of his game is his jump shot. But his jump shot's getting there. Once he gets a jump shot, I mean, he's only 24, so his jump shot's getting better, so he should get a jump shot eventually. Once he gets a jump shot, it's over for the rest of the NBA. Yeah, no, nothing much else to say about Giannis, and especially dunk. So Giannis is easily the best player under the age of 25
Well,
in the NBA.
Yes, there's nothing more I can say. Number 1, Giannis. He just won MVP. I mean,
that's 5 3-for-3s in a row.
It's insane.
Yanni Daddy.
Let's see. He can
Hello?
dunk. He's a great rebounder. He can dunk. He's a great passer. Oh, he can dunk. Great defender. Oh, did I mention? Oh, yeah, he can dunk.
He can dunk?
Yeah, dude. Did you not know that? Dude,
I don't think I've ever seen him dunk before.
Dude, he's insane, bro. He's an insane dunker. But all jokes aside, Giannis is one of the most exciting players under 25 and the best player under 25 coming.
Yeah.
He just won MVP, like Tyler and Mason said, second in Defensive Player of the Year. I'm pretty sure, not to butcher that.
Top 3.
Top 3. Yeah. He's a dunker.
Not one though.
Not his jumper's getting there, but who cares? He's a dunker, so we chilling. Number 1. Giannis.
Dunk too.
I think another hole in this game is that he's not Lonzo Ball. Lonzo Ball is the greatest player of all time.
Oh, yeah. Facts.
Don't at me.
Facts. He's better bring that Pelicans team to a title.
He's not Ball Daddy.
Another thing with Giannis too that I think a lot of people don't talk enough about is dunk.
Honestly, though.
So that's something a lot of people should keep in mind when thinking about Giannis.
Dude, I've just been thinking about it, like Giannis dunk.
Yeah.
Wait, he does?
Yeah.
Do you think?
All right, that's enough.
Do you think? Do you think since his English is, it's getting better, but it's not the best? Do you think he just goes me dunk, like casually?
He's not a caveman.
Me dunk, bro.
Craig, stop recording.
Yeah, we got it. Okay.
Anyways,
thank you guys for listening to third episode of the NBA, fifth episode overall. Probably one of our shorter episodes because there's nothing much to talk about.
Yeah, but I mean, not much in the NBA.
I don't know about you guys, but I am hype for next week. Oh my god!
Don't even get me started.
Even watching Kyler for 3 plays, I'm excited. All these other guys, Giannis dunk,
Giannis dunk,
Lonzo Ball Daddy too.
Yeah, for real though. Thank you guys for listening.
Appreciate it.
Make sure to tune in next week for some NFL podcasts. We're definitely gonna go in on those. Dude, we're only on the first date. Chill.
Sorry.
Buy me dinner first. Chill.
But yeah, we hope you guys enjoy. TMS 2 is in the works. We got some ideas. Some big moves happening. Follow TMS Takes on Twitter.
Shout out to Walmart.
Instagram. Shout out Walmart. Yeah.
Hey Panda, workers. You know my number.
Yeah. Okay. I got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Make sure to come back next week for some NFL where we will be talking about the preseason week 1.
Yes,
our
sir.
Thoughts on it. Gonna about to go ham. About to watch all the games.
I'm so excited.
Honestly, same.
Yeah. It's been fun. See you guys next week.
Next week.
Adios.
I love you. Hey. Take care.